When the spark of the revolution broke out in Syria in March 2011, government media outlets could not be relied upon to cover the popular demands. In response, Syrian citizens from different regions started documenting protests and daily realities. Since then, the media work in Syria developed from citizen journalism to a more organized framework. By 2015, more than 300 media outlets emerged daily, weekly, and monthly to tell the true story of Syria. And now it is time, 2 years later, to ask how and what has been told or untold to the world. Therefore, more than 12,000 items published in 2017 were gathered and analyzed. We found that 76% of the stories were told through sequences of news briefs. The pace of the events and the limited space for freedom of movement led to a limited production of investigative reports. More than 50% of the articles covered military and political events, while issues like culture, refugees, health, and human rights were poorly covered due to the urgency of events and ongoing violence. Not all characters were presented, and not all voices were heard. A huge part of the Syria story was silent due to limited types of accessible sources. Field activists, military, and political sources were the main channels of information. Despite the continuous attacks against journalists, the level of professionalism in covering the stories was very high. But sometimes the pen found difficulties hiding its engagement. While some stories have been told and others untold, the book is not closed yet, and the Syria story will never end.